My PB is not on the leaderboard because they are not accepting runs yet using the new credits warp because of potential rule discussions. Until some stuff gets discussed, it's not official. Credits glorp. Where does rule discussions stem from? Whether or not the credits timing should end right when it does, like right when the new credits warp starts, or if it should be delayed because the credits are very weird and it's like, do we want to count this as proper credits or not? Is there a chance a run gets no, there's no chance the run gets rejected. It would only be a matter of timing. Not whether it's allowed or not, but just when the timing ends. So like, say if we decide to not count the timing ending right where it did in that run, then it would be like plus a minute or something. So it's really just about what the time actually is for that run. They're holding my recce hostage. I mean, wait, I was not supposed to take extra damage there. I am one of the ones essentially doing it because I am one of the people that would like to not count the timing the way it is right now. If it were up to me, I would say timing should be later and then effectively make my own run, not record. So RTA's run doesn't do the wrong warp to credits, it just goes to Ganon. Because it turns out the extra time it takes to set up the credits warp eats into a pretty good chunk of what would be saved from not having to beat Ganon. Basically, like the short version is beating Ganon is actually not that much slower. It's only like a minute-ish slower. So RTA just chose to go beat Ganon, because that way it's just official, there's no debate on it. Can I play Ocarina for some cows to celebrate Milk Song for Silk Song? No. Heard a rumor Twitch pays me every time I throw for content. I wish. If Twitch paid me for every time I threw for content, I'd never get out of child one. You heard a rumor Twitch pays me for ads. That one I can confirm the rumor. Do I think that the Grey Deku Tree and Jabu are aware of each other's existence? Probably. I bet all those big guys probably have like some get-together. They have like a little secret club. Yeah, the big boys group chat. How come you're not invited? You're only invited if you're a gigantic being treated as a deity to your people. You must be at least 10 meters tall to join. I like how 2 separate people made a your mom joke. Nice. American meters. I couldn't say 10 feet, it's just not enough. And no one says 10 yards tall. I may be American, but I at least know meters. I know what a kilometer is. Streamer respects the meter. I do begrudgingly respect the meter. Fake American. Look, the meter is the only commie unit I'll accept. We don't do Celsius in this house. That's the true commie unit. Kelvin is fine. Kelvin is acceptable. Is it true Arizona is 42,069 Kelvin right now? It's somewhere in that range. Nice chilly Arizona day, yeah. Oh, today it's actually raining today. So we've actually been getting rain the last few days. So it's been somewhat nice. Actually what's good is the other day my AC broke and it just so happened to break on a day where it was raining. So I was able to survive. Yeah, the air conditioning was melting. Why does he do the same part over and over? Is he stupid? Yes. That's exactly why I'm doing it over and over, because I'm stupid. Because if I wasn't stupid, I wouldn't need to practice it. I would already just be good. Unfortunately, the curse of being stupid is you gotta practice to be good instead of just being good naturally. At least you're not so stupid that you don't know you're stupid. True. I do all this practice and then I fail the tricks in the run anyways. Yep, I just have an extra skill issue. I feel like I just agree with whatever you post to get you to shut up. Stop noticing my patterns. Man, I really do just like an hour of practice before runs at this point. I don't mean to. I mean to just do like a small bit of warm-up practice and then I just realize, oh, I gotta practice the whole game. So I have a skill issue at everything. I mean, can't hurt. Yeah, I still do offline practice as well. Practice is always important. 2030 and I'm still practicing. I need the practice. Yeah, you are in time for the hour-long practice. In fact, the practice was long enough for the second automatic 3-minute ad to play. Oh yeah, I need dot skip reps, of course. Hold on. More practice, I know. Just give me 2 minutes for dot skip practice. So I clearly need it. Well, good thing I went straight to practice this, right? Dude? Right. I had to ask Volve to, wait, did I just... I messed up my RBA so bad. I only gave myself 20 chews, and then deleted my PO. That's the dumbest way to end a run. I just was not paying attention there. I'm VIPing everyone but as loyal chatters. I am VIPing OOT runners who may actually have more useful information they can give me. Who have more meaningful messages related to Ocarina of Time speedrunning. Yeah, and then in the end they just shitpost anyway. No, doing my taxes will not get you VIP. Yeah, I don't do taxes. I mean, what? I mean, no IRS, don't knock on my door. Nothing suspicious going on here. The bugs push me. I'm gonna hope this is correct. It's good. Yeah, bugs do have very tiny push boxes. Okay, that honestly should be my wake-up call to just learn Bomb OI for fire. I gotta just do it. But it sucks, because the bomb route is already so tight. I wonder if I can cut out another bomb somewhere. So I think in my route I have like 2 spare bombs and 1 spare chew. Perma this person for mentioning this game. You know what, give them a timeout. They are a big bait poster. Always posting bait. What do you do? Literally every other message is a bait, is a rage bait post. It's working, it is. Yeah, it's just a timeout, guys. It's just a funny little timeout. Please, 1 bomb. Bomb crumbs, please. 1. Well, this is bad. There we go. Dude, that's a bomb drop. The 1 piece of grass the bomb blew up gave me another bomb drop. Exclamation point run. I'm not sure what that command is you think is supposed to mean. Yes, this is the run. It's a run. Dude. How's this happening? This is gonna be really awkward. Yep, that's a skill issue. Well, it's a good thing I got bomb drops. I forgot. I forgot that I took bomb damage. Okay, well, run's over. Nice repeat damage. Dude, as soon as I took damage from the bomb failing the Hess, I knew that was gonna happen. And I was trying to tell myself, remember to roll into Baronade, remember to roll into Baronade. Of course I didn't remember. But yeah, I needed that fairy for this trick. There is nothing I can do now. Unless I can magically find a way to do this with like bugs or something. Imagine if one of these pots could drop a fairy. Uh-oh, someone's got the leaf blower out. Leaf blower or lawnmower, I don't know which. Have you recorded anything to VHS? Not speedruns. I did record stuff to VHS as a kid, but not speedruns. I started speedrunning, recording on a fancy DVD recorder. Stuff, as in TV. I recorded Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! On VHS every week. But that's stealing. A kid doesn't know what piracy is. I just thought, hey, this is a nice, convenient way to rewatch the shows I like. Also, it's morally okay. Record a casual playthrough to VH as a kid, nice. For a friend that wanted a walkthrough to help them, nice. One Piece is the most pirated anime of all time. I mean, it's like the longest one, right? That kind of makes sense, I guess. Or wait, is it just a joke because pirate? I mean, I got that part. I thought it was also legitimate because longest also. Like, you know, double reason for it being funny. Okay, it's legit, yeah. I did get the joke. I look at YouTube chat, and they're asking, ZFG, what's your favorite type of felony? Hey guys, what's a good felony? What are your favorite felonies? Piracy? Piracy is piracy a felony? I assume it needs to be like a large amount of piracy to be a felony. I assume, you know, a little bit of piracy as a treat is probably not a felony, right? Surely? You probably need to collect a large piracy stash before it's a felony. Don't copy that floppy. Yeah, you copy one floppy disk and you're in the slammer for a decade. Do I not remember those warnings you can get on DVD? I do remember those warnings. I didn't read them. I saw FBI and I'm like, FBI, that's boring. I don't care about that. I'm not reading that. Mucho texto. I got Pokemon to watch. Yeah, I think if you're the one distributing the pirated material, then it's more serious. Surely no one would distribute pirated material, right? Only leeching, got it. Based. Am I a fan of Bowsette? No. Guarantee there's a vid where I say... No. You can look at even my VODs all the way back when Bowsette first became a meme. My opinion has been consistent ever since then. I guarantee it. I am very consistent in my opinions. Why do speedrunners always choose to go fast when we know the tortoise always beats the hare? Well, if you were to expand that analogy to speedrunning, you could say that the tortoise is someone who goes for consistency, and the hare goes for only the fast strats. And I like my consistency. I'm not consistent, by the way. I was doing flow timer strats. No, I wasn't doing it yet. I was theory crafting. It never made it into a run. It was an idea. My opinion on Twitter checkmark farmers, like the ones that post under every popular tweet and just like say some stupid rage bait or advertise something, pretty cringe. You're telling me the bullshit cheat code website of ye old were right about secret skip instances? Probably. That is where I learned a lot of glitches when I was a kid. Was sites like Cheat Planet and GameFAQs, if that is what you are referencing. Yes, actually. This game has lots of skips and glitches, in fact. Really? Frame perfect. 2 runs died to Baronade. 0-2. I gotta make the 3-0 comeback now. Yes, that's what the clip looks like with a good camera. I guess we reset and go again. I've been late every time today. Not every time, but too much. Still cannot get a sub 140 escape today. Yeah, Marco's escapes are super good. I'm just lazy to optimize it. I mean, I'm still working on, you know, getting important tricks consistent. Maybe if I tried being French, I'd get better escapes. Absolutely not worth it. I'll take 140 escapes any day. Cucko tier list. This one is definitely the worst Cucko, 100%, because that one can run so far away from you like he did just there. I don't know about the others, they're all kind of the same. But the one on the hill is 100% the worst. You know what, second worst is the one in the box, because the one in the box doesn't activate until you touch it, and even then you can't actually pick it up until it stops running. So I think the box one is a close second. Oh yeah, if we're counting Pocket Cucko is high tier. That's a good Cucko. Kajiro's cool, but yeah, slow. We'll put Kajiro in B tier. Kajiro's a solid B. You know, maybe A, because Bomb Bag and Quiver RBA is pretty important to a lot of categories. B for blue. Child Cucko, that is not a Cucko, that is a chicken. That does not count. That does not make the list. Hope someone got fired for that one. Can't believe one of the interns forgot the lore But I think I could get a PB while wearing wet socks. It would be annoying, but I think I could do it. No, I just ruined the run. Well, I can kind of save it, but I have to go all the way over here. I forgot to fix my bug issue. Man, this run is just trying to fail everything. My bottles are gonna be mixed up the entire run. This is gonna be annoying. Pace pal, stay. I mean, it's not so good to be 20 seconds ahead here. I should be a minute 20 ahead at this point in the run, not just 20. So this is honestly pretty bad. Basically perfect. Even spawned right in front of me. What's really interesting about the weird shot strat is that normally with the other strats, the front hole is considered the troll hole and the bad hole, but with this strat, it's actually basically the best hole. There's no need to huh. That is a completely normal sentence. There is nothing sus about that sentence. That sense may be normal, but we aren't. Yes, I know that. I'm well aware. I was worried I was gonna fail that. That felt early, but it works. Nice. That's the power of not having to farm Lake Hylia bombs. I'm starting to become a believer in 107. I was thinking 108 was going to be my goal, but with this route in particular, it's saving a lot of time, and I'm thinking 107 might be worth going for. Probably shouldn't get too ahead of myself, but it's looking more and more realistic. Where's the gloom mode at? On hiatus. Miss MM Actor Rando. I will definitely do more MM Actor Rando at some point too. I also miss MM Actor Rando. It's one of my favorite versions of Rando. It is very good. How do I feel about all of Hyrule's water running under King Zora's balls? I feel like I am mad that everyone keeps repeating this complete misinformation. It does not. Only roughly half of the water flows through King Zora. Literally most of Hyrule's water goes straight from Zora's fountain directly to Zora's river. And people seem to miss that giant waterfall that exists between Zora's fountain and river. And that completely bypasses King Zora. Only the water in Zora's domain and roughly half the water in Lake Hylia goes through King Zora. The rest of the water in Hyrule is King Zora free. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hopefully we can stop the spread of this misinformation. Will this also be on the test? Yes. Well, yes, that is true. All of the water in Hyrule does at least go near Jabu. So, I mean, that is its own separate issue, but Jabu is not King Zora. But yes, most of the water has been around Jabu. Yeah, all of Hyrule's water is 1% Jabu milk. Should be good. Nope. Okay, luckily I practiced failing this. Okay, nice. Good backup. Good. Alright, so this rung we're coming up is the scary one. Got it. Yeah, we died. That's an intentional death to cause a wrong warp, where if I die at just the right time, the game is trying to give me the Goron Ruby, it'll warp me somewhere else. And that helps a lot to get to Spirit Temple quickly. Nope. Dude. This is risky. That was so sketchy. It works, but that was not clean. This run has been trying to die but living by a miracle. Dude, it is. This run has had so many weird things that just barely hangs on by a thread. Oh yeah, I might do water. Oh yeah, I think water is done a little bit differently. Time to lock in. I will attempt to lock in. There might be a light amount of locking. Is that... I think I need one more frame. Uh-oh. I gotta do something weird now. Where am I? This is gonna be sketchy. Okay, this is bad. I was on the right frame, but I didn't trust it. Well, this is bad. Dude. I have to do this to avoid Navi text. Well, hope you're enjoying the throw. Yeah, not gonna lie, this is pretty sketchy, but it might still work. I can't wait for this to PB by like 3 seconds. Yeah, that last test, if you fail it, it doesn't ruin the... Well, it doesn't guarantee to ruin the heap, but you can mess up the camera in a way so that it would reload something that does mess up the heap. So it's not a guarantee fail, but it's a possible fail. Oh, TV, thanks for the raid. You're just in time for me to throw the run. I won't pause. Alright, moment of truth, see if it works. It worked. Well, it's a PB. It was one of the sloppiest PBs of all time. But it works. I say that every time, and it's true every time. But I mean, the fact that I can make a lot of mistakes and still PB means there's a lot of time to save. I'm like, in fact, that run was still on pace for like 108 at Spirit, like, and the run was already pretty bad by then. So like when I was saying, I said mid-run, like 107, I might change my goal to 107. I'm like pretty confident I can do 107 now. Yeah, I will do uno mas. I sound so happy right now. This is what I sound like when I'm happy. This is happy sounding. That's very interesting. Thanks for giving a sub, OBS. But yeah, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this beginning, so the beginning in my PB, like my previous PB before this one, was really bad. Like I should be nearly a minute ahead of hover boots, not 8 seconds. So like another pretty bad beginning. Yeah, I should be a minute ahead at fire, not behind. So, oh yeah, fire was really bad. I forgot. But this run was carried by Enter Water Temple. Like that split was very good and got the extra bomb drop. That basically carried the entire run. But yeah, PB is a PB. At least I know how much I can improve, but I will do uno mas. I am gonna take a break. My most embarrassing choke I've done, probably the run I had the other day where I lost it to Goma. Losing a PB to Goma is quite a way to go out. Even with credits, that's record. You mean like if we didn't time that first part of the credits? Or if we did time the first part of the credits? No. In that case, RTA's run would still probably be faster. How would you explain an OOT speedrun to a girl? The same way you would explain it to anyone else. Why would it be any different, huh? Nice, I think that's my first sub 140 escape all day. The real question is, why are you hanging out with people who don't know what speedruns are? Now that's the truth. That's the truth, Nuke. I mean, maybe if they're trying to get into speedruns, then it's acceptable. Really? Hardest trick in the game. Where's the Queen Dodongo? King Dodongo is single at the moment. He's a single dad and loves each one of his kids. Aw, King Dodongo is such a great father. Like, there are some runs that might be cool, but I just don't think they're good. Really. For the GDQ audience, or like for the... Okay, this run's over. Anyway, I do think I will stop here for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Rage quit. I'm rage quitting. But yeah, let me go try to find someone to raid.